going on, guys? It's me, Tim, here with the Gutter Growth Podcast. I got Sarah. How do you pronounce your last name?
𝗪𝗘'𝗟𝗓.
There you go. With Home Holiday Concepts. So how you doing today, Sarah?
Oh, I am so excited to be here, Tim. Like, I feel like you and I run into each other at a lot of stuff, but we don't get to have like sit down conversations. And so
Yeah,
I'm really excited for this one.
that's true. I see you almost at every event.
I know.
Well, since you go to a lot of events, why don't you tell people the importance of going to events and why you're always at so many of them?
Oh, yeah. Well, in addition to, being a software owner and things like that, I'm also a small business owner for a service business. So I also own a window cleaning, gutter cleaning, pressure washing, lighting business,
Nice.
in addition to what I do on, my other daily basis. And we went to our first convention. Gosh, we've been in business now for almost 11 years. And we went like maybe our second or third year, and it was a game changer for us. We were just trying to, figure out everything ourselves. I like to say that having a business is like jumping out of a plane and then trying to build another plane on the way down so that you don't crash. And I feel like conventions are a great way to give you a shortcut on how to get from, point A to Z so much faster. So we learned all about systems. We learned about, we didn't even have a CRM up until then. Like we were like, what's that?
We had a CRM company.
Yeah, we had like stuff on like Excel and like it was awful. We were the only people within our business at that point in time. So as soon as we got home, we started scaling, we started hiring. It was just such a game changer for us. But the biggest thing to me is meeting other people who do what you do, and no one gets it like them. It's something that is so personal in so many ways, because you go into business and you have all your doubters. You have like those people who are like, I don't know, you should do this. Your parents, your friends.
Yeah.
And then you meet other people who do what you do and you're like, I get it. Oh, I had this situation. What do you do with this? And so we ended up having all these great mentors from those situations. We mentored other people eventually as we got more experienced. And even now, some of our best friends are people that we've met in these situations that we talk to every single week.
Yeah, because you're getting around not only other people in the same industries, but other people that are also growth minded, and that's why they're going to these things, So it creates a magic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're going to have Home Holiday Concepts at the Gutter Summit this year. Do you want to tell everyone a little bit about what you do?
Yeah. So I am the founder of two different softwares: Holiday Home Concepts, which is a Christmas light rendering, design, and measurement software. So it allows you to not only, create your designs, but it measures for you. It tells you how many bulbs you're going to need, how many supplies you're going to need. It's going to multiply it by your pricing and create a full estimate for your client all in one. And then we've got extra tools, AI enhancements. You can use all kinds of really cool things. And this year, we are rolling out a CRM integration with Jobber. So I'm super excited about that. And then on our other side, we've got LLU, Landscape Lighting Unlimited, and it is very similar, but for the landscape lighting industry. So you can add all the lighting that you want with the correct Kelvin temperatures, correct spreads. It looks beautiful, realistic. We have a great permanent lighting module that goes with it. Our proposal is a full slideshow that you can use to accompany nighttime demos.
Yeah.
And again, it also multiplies out as you're adding. Next year, we'll be adding diagrams, schematics to go with it so that you'll know which wire gauges and all kinds of things that you need to do to make that happen for you.
That's awesome. So I'm really interested in the Jobber integration.
Yeah, we are so excited about it.
What's that all about?
Well, I think Jobber is definitely pretty much the number one CRM used through the service.
For lighting.
I know I use it for my window cleaning business and things like that. And so we realized really quickly on that we really needed to have that integration in place so that people weren't doing double data entry, so that projects were porting over really nicely. I think some of the frustration that people have with different softwares is that they're having to kind of redo a bunch of stuff for a bunch of different places and then manually pull everything over. And it's just a lot of work.
Yeah.
So if we can cut that down and make that a little bit more seamless for people, so it just feels like one big system, that's our goal.
Your CRM, does it draw the lights on the house?
It does, yeah. So you'll be able to set up a window that states, a certain distance. You can have as many of those in the same drawing as you want. So if you have like a background, a foreground, a front ground, you can do that. And as you're drawing, it scales all of your decor accordingly. So your C9s look the right size. The 15-inch spacing looks like 15 versus 12.
Really?
Your wreaths are 60 versus 48 and so forth. So when you are designing, you know what you're going to need for that project.
Oh, because you're seeing that size is going to fit well on that property.
Exactly. There is nothing worse than showing up to a house where you kind of just did whatever, eyeballed it, and you're showing up with a 48-inch wreath and it looks stupid small.
Yeah.
You really needed a 60 because the cost difference is massive. One is twice the cost of the other, and so it really saves a lot of time. We also really love having that for our techs when they're doing the installations, because they have a really good sense of this is what this is supposed to look like. This is, the correct placement for everything. We do takedown diagrams with it too. So we always have the takedown and then what the rendering is side by side. And then for the clients, I think it's something that's really important because it gives them an expectation. So, you can write things on our diagram. So this tree goes up to 10 feet. Why? Because trees grow, right? So if the next year that tree is 13 feet tall, you got to charge more for it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I think the visual, I didn't do it. I just been doing like lines on company cam, but I think there's a lot of value in the just being able to visualize it.
I'll get you hooked up.
Yeah, we need to do something about this.
Yes, absolutely.
So for those of you just getting on, we're going to be giving out a free Gutter Summit ticket. All you got to do is comment the word "grow" for a chance to win in the comments. We'll be doing a drawing tomorrow. We also have another drawing that we're doing on July 15th. If you want to apply for that, we have it posted on the Gutter Growth business page on Facebook, but we're giving away 10 free basic admission tickets that day and 4 VIP tickets. So that's pretty huge. You could also, if you want a chance to have 2 drawings, you could also put your name into that. So what's up, John?
Hey, John.
How long you known John?
That guy. He's great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. I'm really excited for Gutter Summit this year. We weren't able to go last year. We had a scheduling conflict that we couldn't get out of, but I am so excited for this year. I was so jelly. I mean, the number of people I heard who were like, "Why weren't you there? It was so awesome." I was like, "No."
That's good news.
So if you haven't done it yet, if you haven't gotten your Gutter Summit ticket yet, definitely do it because it's a good one, y'all.
I'm excited this year because we have a much bigger vendor floor. Last year, our vendor floor was like maxed. It was actually kind of tight because we had so many people in it. But this year we got a bigger vendor floor, so we got more vendor space. So we decided to bring in Christmas light vendors, so people could come to get certified with 𝗪𝗪𝗧, have certifications, and then you'll be there and they'll have a pretty good CRM with good options on it. So
yeah, and I think it's a great pairing for anybody who's used to doing all their main installs in spring, summertime. And then, you get to winter and you're like, what do I do with my guys?
So you do a lot of gutter cleaning, so?
Yeah, we do tons of gutter cleaning. I would say gutter cleaning accounts for maybe about 35% of our business. So it's substantial. We haven't done gutter installation yet.
No? What about gutter guards?
Oh, we do a ton of gutter guards. Yeah. We do repairs, we do extensions, we do a lot of different things. But we haven't gone into full installation yet. So maybe I'll have to talk to you about that.
Are you interested in it?
We are. Realistically, if you look at, whether you're a gutter cleaner interested in getting to gutter installation or a window cleaner wanting to do window installation, it's just a whole different tier of profit once you get to that point. Yeah. And I think what scares a lot of people is the work that goes into it. It's got a higher barrier to entry, but then you have something like Gutter Summit that you can go to where you can get that know-how and it can teach you and get you to the next level. It's the same thing with like Christmas lights versus permanent lighting and landscape lighting. People are afraid to do the permanent and landscape. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, transformers,
And when you get a lot of cleaning quotes, it's easy to convert those.
It is, yeah. So, but you have to also look at your ROI, right? So, for instance, on window cleaning, your, average per man hour is going to be probably around $100 per man hour. Okay. It also takes a lot of skill to do window cleaning. You can't just set someone up and do it.
I've never been good at it on my own house,
I would say it takes someone at least 2 months to be kind of okay at it. 6 months to become proficient and decent where they're running their own truck. Like, that's a long time.
Is it just taking a while to make sure there's no smears, like just tricks and stuff? Or
well, there's so many different squeegee types, rubber types. There's different techniques, whether you are, learning to fan, S technique, extension pole techniques, do you have water fit pole equipment? Like, there's so much that goes into it. And I love Christmas because it's so fast. I can train someone that day, they're installing the next day. I think it's kind of the same thing though when you have something like gutter cleaning versus gutter installation, right? Like, you have to train on gutter install. You can't just go willy-nilly. You can teach someone to clean gutters in a day, but the profit you're going to make on gutter installation is completely different. That's why we like landscape lighting too. You're a tiny landscape lighting job, $5K, like tiny.
Yeah, I know.
Upper end, you're looking at, 6 figures.
Yeah.
But at the same time, is it faster to just do gutter cleaning? Sure. But then you're just having to do a lot of quantity. So they're both profitable. You just have to look at what model you want or a little mix of both.
Do you have a hard time getting leads on the landscape lighting? Because I was thinking about starting one a few years ago, and I didn't because it seemed like it was really hard with AdWords, and it seems like you have to probably have a lot of meta, but I'm not sure.
So since we started in Christmas, we've only more recently gotten into the landscape lighting business, and that's because we wanted to build the software. We had come from Christmas from the point of view of already having owned a Christmas company for a long time. And so we felt like we really understood the pain points of that industry. And so when people were asking us every single convention, when are you putting out a landscape lighting software? We realized we had to do it, but we couldn't do it unless we actually started a business doing it.
Yeah.
And so one of the first things I did is I went to one of Ryan Lee's trainings. It was very hands-on.
I've been to one.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And people were like, why are you here? I'm like, because I want to learn. I want to get hands-on with it. I want to understand, like, what are people's pain points? What are the issues with the industry? Where could it go? And so forth. And so now that we've kind of helped out with a few installs and done a couple of ourselves, it's really starting to really pick up. I think the biggest thing that we've noticed is word of mouth seems to be really strong, and we've really tapped into our current customer market
to
do that, because we have all these people who are, part of our other business.
Yeah.
And they're both luxury businesses. Right. And it's not actually been the first time we've had clients say, do you install landscape lighting?
Yeah.
So
I get asked a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But one of the things that we found really worked for us was getting our clients to write us reviews on Nextdoor. And I think that's because when you're seeing something from your neighbor on Nextdoor, you already know, like, and trust your neighbor. Those are like the 3 pillars of sales. Know, like, trust. And so you're basically converting that trust onto, their trust for them onto you. And it makes that sale so much easier. We find that our close rates are way higher on referrals, obviously, than
Probably
they're going to be
90%.
on cold. Yeah. Google, I feel like it tends to be a lot of tire kickers.
Yeah.
People just shopping the market and seeing what there is. And the ad is it's just not going to convey the trust. I think that's where you see some really good Facebook ads that have been very creative that do that. There's a company called Pink's Window Cleaning.
Yeah.
Not that I want to give more business to my competitors or anything, but they have a fantastic advertising campaign that they do on Facebook. And a lot of it revolves around humor, so people tend to share it, but then it also addresses, like, what are the things that make them know, like, and trust. Like, we arrive on time, we make sure we do this, we do that, as opposed to just showing a guy cleaning a window and saying, we have 20% off today. So
yeah, it's the challenging thing with the landscape lighting, I think, with Google, is that you have, like, all the fixture companies that you're competing with, that they're not installing landscape lighting, but they're selling fixtures to homeowners, and then, like, they're got huge budgets and they're running ads. So it's kind of like, yeah.
In general, I find it to be like it's kind of a zero-sum game, because there's always going to be someone who can maybe put a little bit more skin in it than you can. And so I've never been a big fan of Google ads in general. So a lot of what we like to do is we'll do what we call whale fishing. So we'll do preemptive mock-ups. We'll send them to people, homes that we think could really use it. We find that that's pretty effective, especially because, with our software, we can do that.
Is that time consuming?
Not so much, especially when you're just adding a few things here and there. A lot of the designs, like, I think I've got a video on our LLU page, and the whole design, you can see me doing it. It's like 5 minutes. But that's what VAs are for. So, like, you have a VA business, and their VAs are great. We have VAs as well, and it's just been such a blessing to have them, especially when they're trained really well. You can hire them from different countries, and these people are so educated. It's just amazing the skill level that they have. So we have a few VAs, and they get stuff done for us, and we're pushing it out. Sometimes we send postcards preemptively with SendJim. So you can have the design on there, send it to kind of like, the homes in those areas. Occasionally with our whale fishing, especially if it's like things or areas we really want to get into, we'll occasionally do like a nighttime drive and just see, like, who already has stuff and who doesn't. And then send that saying, hey, this is what we could do for you. Because realistically, like, no one knows the brands super well. Like,
no,
is it Dower? Is it Redwoods? Like, what is it? Like, they don't know. We know that they don't. And so they just want to know what looks pretty on their house.
You're gonna have gutter guys wanting you to make a software to draw gutters on the.
I've been asked. I've been asked about that.
You're gonna be asked more at the summit.
Well, especially because our software can do measurements too. So, and then now that we're going to be adding a schematic option onto LLU, we do have people who have used our softwares in untraditional ways. Because we have custom buttons where you can add your own graphics and then add that onto.
That's cool.
Wherever you need to. So, but we've had people who have used, like, the Christmas light software to measure first, floor gutter versus second floor gutter, how many feet, and all that kind of stuff. So I do it sometimes.
No doubt. For those of you just dropping on, we're going to be giving out a free Gutter Summit ticket. You just got to comment the word GROW for a chance to win. What's up, Juan? Juan's been to the summit. He knows the summit's awesome. Also, we're going to be giving out on July 15th. We have another drawing going on. If you want to go on the Gutter Growth business page, we have a link on there to fill out. We're going to be giving out 10 free basic admission tickets and 4 VIP tickets. So I'll be doing a live drawing on that one. And if you have any questions, for us, she has a CRM that's really, really cool. It draws on lights onto the houses and does measuring. It's super cool. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask us. What's up, Vaughn?
Yeah, it's definitely a labor of love. It's all designed around the professional in mind. So I think you'll see, just a lot of general softwares out there that you can do design work with, but they're not designed for professionals in mind. So all of the graphics we have, the light types we have, they're all associated with that professional materials in mind. So again, you're choosing that 15-inch spacing versus the 12-inch spacing.
Yep.
You're keeping track of your, how many lengths of spool you have, the C9s versus C7s versus minis. The bows look like the kind that you actually buy. We have spritzers, light spheres.
That's cool. You got everything in there.
Everything that the professional is going to need. And I'm really excited because we added on a commercial sellers program. So in our software, because we have that custom button, we recognize that some people just don't have the graphics they need for big commercial.
Right.
And so we teamed up with like 6 different vendors. They have if you look at the top, there's a button saying, need more graphics. You can click on it and you can look at all these different vendor buttons. You select those and you can see what they're offering, and it gives you the graphic so you can download it. It tells you how big it should be, and then of course the cost too. So that way you can spec everything out, it's size appropriate, and it makes things like commercial design a lot easier.
Yeah, I actually got Stacy doing one of my designs right now.
I love Stacy. She's fantastic.
Yeah. No, it's my first commercial bid that's like pretty big. They got like 6 gates and like a big roundabout with a tower, and they have reindeer going everywhere. And I've never gotten into any of that stuff, so I know the storage is going to be pretty interesting on tons of reindeer 6 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is that just depending on what kind of commercial it is, a lot of these places do have their own storage.
Yeah.
And if they don't, you can store for them. But Stacy is fantastic. She does a great job of taking residential installers and getting them into that commercial market. A lot of them have never really looked at, a scope of work proposal, offered by municipalities or big entities. What does that look like? There's required meetings beforehand sometimes that people don't know about. And she kind of helps you navigate that whole world. It's intimidating at first, but once you get into it, it's almost like you've unlocked a little secret.
It's so worth paying her to help, because like if I just screw up the bid, I'm losing money. You know what I mean? And she don't miss anything. She's got the storage accounted. She's got extra equipment accounted. Like she's accounting for everything, not just the material or the pieces that we're using. So totally
she's
worth
fantastic. She's been in commercial for such a long time. She's worked for, I want to say, almost all the major Christmas light vendor providers. So she's helped people do this for so long before she started Red Sleigh. So, that's the other thing. She's got really good insight with the different vendors, where to find stuff. In fact, she has her own button on our vendor page. Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
So we love working with her, and we've helped a lot of her clients as well. We send people her way all the time. So I'm excited for you. You'll have to let me know if that you guys win the proposal.
I think I will, because it was a referral, from another from a property manager that we do other properties for. I tend to get the referrals. Yeah.
Yeah, once you get one, it's like word gets out. It's like, oh, I know someone who does this.
Yeah. So if you guys are just jumping on, we're going to be giving out a free Gutter Summit ticket. You just got to comment the word GROW for a chance to win. If you have any questions for us, Vaughn, what's up, bro? I know you got a question for me. Could be gutter. Ask me anything.
Well, I have a question
Sure.
in case he doesn't have the question yet. What do you feel like if you could break down getting from gutter cleaning into gutter installation? What would
Yeah.
be the top 5 steps that someone should do?
Yeah. So I have a client that I'm coaching, and he he came from basically getting a lot of gutter cleanings, and then he kind of started getting into the installation, but he's getting like 15 or 20 estimates a week, but like 50% of them are gutter cleanings. And so he wasn't really converting a lot of them to installations because he was doing the gutter cleaning quotes on over the phone.
Mhm.
So we just switched things up and had him start going into person. And it's just like almost every system that you're looking at, if it's old, it's going to have problems. It's going to have leaky corners. It might need leaf protection, which you're going to make a lot more money selling the leaf protection versus a clean out. Even if you put them on a reoccurring thing for a few years, you can make a lot more just doing the guard right now.
Yeah.
And you can still maintenance it because the guards still need blown off now and then. So I would be converting a lot of people to guard installations and just new systems. And the way I would do it is I would quote them for repairs with no warranty because I can't really warranty this old material that's 20 years old. But if you get a new system, now you get a new system and you have a warranty and you don't have to worry about anything. So I kind of position myself to where the peace of mind of the warranty is worth just getting the new install so that I'm not coming back here every 2-3 years doing repairs.
Do you do any strategic partnerships with like roofing companies so that they can roll in the installation of the gutters into that like insurance?
I do, but I'm not huge on roofers. I mean, they got to be a lot of roofers are just cheap, and I'm not into doing it for nothing. So I mean, I've had plenty of roofers, but I tend to have better roofers, and the ones that are trying to get me to do it for $5 a foot. Just like lights, you don't want to do it for $5-6 a foot.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
So it looks like Juan has a question. Is this software for lights only? So for the Christmas software, it is specifically for Christmas lights and decor and permanent lighting. And on the landscape lighting side, it's for landscape lights, RGB lighting, and for permanent lighting. But yes, it all revolves around lights. Have some people used it for other stuff? Yeah.
Well, you could ask her at the summit if she's going to do it for gutters. Maybe if we get enough requests.
That's why we did the landscape lighting software because we had enough requests that people were like, please do this. And I actually think that it would not be too hard for us to do that kind of pivot. So let me ask you, while I have you guys here, since you're asking about it, in terms of a gutter design software, I imagine you're wanting something that's showing half moon, box, all the different styles, K, your different widths. But
You're
then
educated on this.
I'm imagining ornamentals as well for those downspouts and things like that.
Like some nice header boxes for the downspouts. Yeah.
So what wouldn't you need? I mean, I know a little bit just because I do a lot of gutter stuff, but what do you feel like you would need out of a software like this?
See, I like the idea of being able to put different profiles on there because I'd much rather sell someone half round and have, double the margins. And when you see a particular house that it would look good on and you could show it to them, because that's always the thing. Like, we could show them a gutter, but you can't really show it to them on their house. So I think that would be huge for upsells because now you could do it from like a designer perspective, and it's like, if you have half round, those jobs look really nice with a header box on the downspouts, just for decorative. But I think it'd be cool because the visualization, I think, would sell more higher end jobs versus just selling them K gutter that everybody has. Like if you get into Eurobox or half round, like you're automatically into better margins right there. And I think the visualizations will help.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's really, I think, what helps people to really see it, because they're seeing it. They've seen other houses. They're like, oh, I kind of like that, but they have that hard time visualizing it on their home. And then
Yep.
once they see it, it's hard to go back, especially if you're giving them that good, better, best, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, we could do the classic hay style, and looks okay, or
Yeah.
or we could do this, and it upscales your whole house, and you have like that selling factor of it's also, raising the value of your home because of the general look, how nice these are, and everything else. Would you guys feel like you would need something like a schematic to go with it in terms of that overhead view where downspouts are flowing, especially I'm assuming if you're installing any kind of French drains or anything like that?
Yeah, that would be good. I don't know how you do the French drains. I guess you maybe just have them. I don't know how you would do that.
Well, so one of the things that we're developing out for LLU is basically an overhead CAD map in addition
Okay.
to the front design. So you have your front
Ah,
design that shows the beautiful lights and everything else, and then the overhead CAD that shows the layouts of where your wires are going to go and
I
things
like
like
that.
that. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
more for like the installer part, right? Because you
yeah,
have to know, okay, if I have this many amps available on my transformer and I'm adding this many lamps going down, how do I make sure I don't have a power drop to where I'm having like flickering at the end? Do I need to make
yeah.
another run? What is it that I need? And so this would make it a little bit easier. But I think that something similar for gutter
Yeah, that'd be
installation
good because
would
you could
be,
show the downspout locations that way from the roof view. No, I think that'd be so cool.
and maybe even have something indicating the grading of the ground as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the gutter business needs it. Let's do it, Sarah.
All right. Here I am. I once my brain gets going, it doesn't stop.
How many people had to ask you for the landscape lighting before you started entertaining that?
Oh my gosh. So we started getting questions about it pretty much right away. We had like some really dinky spotlights in the Christmas side, because sometimes people do use that, and they were using it to do estimates for landscape lighting, and it looked okay. It wasn't really like the thing.
Yeah.
And so I think we got into it like probably 2 years into HHC. And then I was like, okay, I think we have to build this. And so we've been working on building it for 2 years now. 2 years.
Wow.
And we finally got it pushed out. It's available now. It's gorgeous. We actually have a really cool group that we've attached to it for the first 50 or so signups, and then we're going to probably maybe extend that to 100. But it's the Lumen group.
Yeah.
It gets you, if you give us, you guess basically you get the first taste of any new feature. You give us feedback. In exchange, you're going to get 20% off the software. You get to be put in an exclusive Facebook group for networking. We have vendor exclusives. So a lot of vendors that we've talked to are going to be giving great discounts for that group, tickets to conventions, all kinds of stuff. And then of course, trainings and things like that from some of our training partners. So we're really excited about that kind of stuff. But I would love to do something like that for gutters as well, because I think that would be awesome, because it's not just enough to sell the gutters, right? You have to have that network of people who are going to help you get there. And I feel like I love strategic partnerships, because what I'm doing is also helping them. Like if you're winning and selling more, it means I'm winning. Like
I think that
we have the same thing going on.
it's definitely missing in the gutter industry, because I'd say probably, I mean, I wouldn't even say 9 out of 10. I would say like 99 out of 100 probably are selling with no visualization at all, other than just a drawing that they make by hand.
Right,
You know?
which takes
Yeah.
forever to do.
Yeah.
And then, you could do AI, which looks okay sometimes, but then it's adding things in areas you don't want, or it's not
Yeah, it's
quite
real hard to
exactly as you
control that.
imagined it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's not multiplying it out for you either. You've got your cost per linear foot, down to a T at that point. So yeah, I'll have to talk to you. I'm so excited to talk to everyone at Gutter Summit and get like their ideas and things like that. That's how we build our stuff. It's like we want to know what it is y'all need, and then we can make a solution for it.
Yay! If anyone's just jumping on, comment the word grow for a chance to win a free Gutter Summit ticket. Sarah's going to be at the Gutter Summit with Home Holiday Concepts, and basically it's a really cool CRM that draws lights on. We're going to have Clippa at the Gutter Summit on pre-show day doing Christmas light installations. It's a great add-on business for gutter companies. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and check that out. And we're going to have, we got tons of vendor space. So we're going to have tons of Christmas light vendors this year. So if that's something you're thinking about adding on to your business, Gutter Summit's the place to be.
Hey, Grant. I love Grant. Like, the first time that I started chatting more with Grant was unfortunately after David Wyatt passed away.
Yeah.
He was actually one of our HHC clients, and safety has been something that's always been really close and dear to our hearts. We help to run an online mentorship and safety advocate group for window cleaners, but there's just so much, that goes for both industries, including Christmas. So we've actually been gathering info from vendors who are going to be participating in building out a safety program for Christmas lighting, because I think it's one of those things that just kind of gets set to the side. And I like to argue that if you do Christmas safely, it's actually more profitable. So a lot of people don't realize that safety starts with your design work. That just because you can do an upper ridge doesn't mean you need to do the upper.
You don't have to do it. Yeah.
You don't have to do it. If you're doing that front line and adding more to the ground, sometimes that's faster and more profitable than adding more time, expense, possibly a lift, all these other things to get that other job done. So it's something that I think can really go hand in hand, and something that I love teaching VAs about too when they do design work.
What's up, Stacy? We were just talking about you.
Yeah, we were just bragging about you, girl. You should have been here like 10 minutes ago. It was like the Stacy channel for a minute.
No doubt. Yeah, no, so I'm definitely excited to go. We got a few more months. What other events are you going to right now? You got anything coming up?
Yeah. So I'll be visiting Thunder Lighting in New York soon. I'll be helping doing a training for them for Landscape Lighting Unlimited. And then the next month, we are going to be going out and seeing Action Lighting in Bozeman, Montana, which I am super excited about. It's where my husband grew up in Bozeman. And so we're going to check out all his places and, I don't know, maybe even do some whitewater rafting.
Yeah, Montana's pretty. I've been there once. It looks a lot different in Florida. Gorgeous. Yeah.
I'm in Texas, so you and I are in like the same boat right now.
Yeah.
It's like sticky and gross and hot and disgusting.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to go somewhere where it's just a little bit cooler. Of course, I'll be going to the Huge in August, Gutter Summit in September.
I'll be at the Huge.
And then possibly the expo in Kentucky. I'm not 100 in Louisville. I'm not sure on that one yet. I keep getting like mixed feedback on the show because it's such a big one, but I do hear they have a really good lighting row. So
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
So you got a lineup going on.
Yes. Yeah. And that's not to mention all those shows we've already been to. Like, I want to say we spent maybe like a week at home between beginning of February and like beginning of April.
Yeah. Yeah. Texas is humid, man. What I had my, I had no idea. Like growing up in Florida, just everyone says, "Oh, it's hot in Florida, hot in Florida." It's no hotter than Florida than anywhere else. It's not. Like when I went storm chasing, working a few different storms, like it's just as hot everywhere else. It may be worse. And Texas was definitely worse. It was like 115 degrees. My AC went out, and I didn't know if it was hotter to have my windows up or down because like Up it was hot, and then down it was like a blow dryer in my face. So I'm like, I don't know, man.
At least you get the beach, man.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we got the beach and some wind down here. So
I mean, to be fair, we have a lovely fall, winter, spring. We do
yeah,
get like the ice mageddons in like February, but aside from that, it's not too bad. There is a Christmas expo coming up in July, I believe. So if you guys get the opportunity to come to Texas, it is a pretty cool place. We've got awesome Mexican food here. Good barbecue, lots to do. Like, man, she's really trying to sell it.
actually, 𝗪𝗪𝗘 going to be at the Huge this year. We'll be there, and then we'll also be at 𝗪𝗪𝗘 right after because they're.
Yes, we'll be at 𝗪𝗪𝗘 as well. I don't know why I didn't say it. I think it's because my brain has rolled them into one event now because they're at the same place.
Same place.
Yeah. But yes, we will be both at 𝗪𝗪𝗘 and at the Huge. I think, Tim, you and I are just going to have to become friends because we just see each other all the time now.
That's true.
We are friends. What should I say? But you know what I mean.
But
yeah, well, I think it's going to be great. I think New Orleans, September is going to be a good time for sure. And it's going to be my husband's birthday. So I'm excited. We'll celebrate while we're there too.
They got great food.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm excited about this idea of this gutter software. You know, so the adornments, the different styles, colors.
And it's so cool because like now that you're going to be able to tie it into Jobber and other CRMs, I should get you hooked up with 𝗪𝗪jobs. That'd be a good one to integrate with.
𝗪𝗪jobs. I'm like taking notes as we go.
Yeah.
Did you see this like going this way?
No.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if anyone's just now jumping on, we're giving out a free Gutter Summit ticket tomorrow. Comment the word GROW for a chance to win. We got 3 comments so far. So somebody's going to win it. Pretty good chances if you comment. We're also got a bigger giveaway where we're giving away 10 basic admission tickets and 4 VIP tickets. If you want to also get into that drawing, that's on the Gutter Growth business page. We posted it a few days ago. We'll be doing that drawing on July 15th. So if you have any questions for us, go ahead and ask now. We're going to be on for a couple more minutes.
Well, I'm excited. In addition to that, in terms of how your estimates look like when they go out, I know for our landscape lighting software, it's a whole slideshow. So you're able to put in a video about your company as the first slide. Wow. So something about like, you know, my name's Tim. I own, you know, Gutter Growth, and this is what makes us special, something like that, 30-second thing. Then there's the crowning achievement photo. So you'll have a little library you can store of those views or other accomplishments you guys have done of really nice homes. And you just select the ones that you feel like that client would like to see or might be similar to theirs. At that point, you have your rendering and then your good, better, best pricing on the next page with what's added for each one. So landscape lighting, it's really about the housing, right? So your good, better, best is it plastic housing versus like stainless steel versus brass? And then you'll have a little checks underneath basically saying like, oh, this one comes with a lifetime warranty on the transformer and this, and that. The first one, not so much, you know, and so you have that good, better, best built out for you with each and every rendering. Do you think something like that would work for gutters as well?
Yes, because I would do like K-style Eurobox half round. That would be my good, better, best.
K-style.
Or if it was just like they weren't interested in those other ones, like it would be good, better, best on leaf protection.
Good, better, best on leaf protection. So let me ask you, because I feel like I have a hate-love relationship with gutter guards.
Yeah. I can make it to where you like gutter guards. Just with one comment.
You know, I think that there is a misconception that you never have to clean your gutters again. And
Right.
so one of the things that we really push on people, because they, we don't really push gutter guards, but we end up selling a lot of them just because people want them. And we only sell certain brands as a result.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are like, I just don't want to have to clean them very often. Like, I don't want to clean them once every like 3 years. I'm like, that's not going to be possible.
You want me to tell you what I tell people on that?
Huh?
You want me to tell you what I tell people on that?
But
all right. So I have a client. His average ticket price was, I think it was $1,577, if I remember correctly. He wasn't selling much guard. In 6 weeks, we got his average ticket price up to $2,780, somewhere around there. Huge jump, right? That's because of leaf protection. Now, all it took was a paradigm shift, because, when someone says to you, I don't want to, I still have to clean them. There's no point in them because you got to clean them anyways. So why put them on? Well, here's why. If that downspout hole gets clogged, right? It's not just stuff that you're cleaning out. Like, now your whole system has water in it. Water weighs 8.3 pounds per gallon. So now you're weighing down your system. Not just that, like, you're weighing down your system, wearing it out faster. But you also have moisture content now because that water's sitting up there. Nothing can rot without a certain moisture content level. So with that water up there, you're like literally keeping a high moisture content at your roof line. And how expensive is it to fix a rotted roof? Like, very expensive. So you don't want to have moisture content at your roof line. So once they understand that, yes, you have to clean it off every year, every 2 years, every 3 years. The great thing is it typically still will work even with stuff on it. But yes, you have to clean it. But guess what? Your water, there's never going to have water in your system. So you're never going to have moisture content up there. We're going to prevent your roof from rotting. And your gutters aren't going to be weighed down with hundreds of pounds of gallons of water, so it's just like, once they understand that, it's like, oh, okay, now it logically makes sense. And so his ticket price, like, literally doubled.
You know what we do to kind of just add a little layer of safety to it? Because usually we do the fine mesh where we build in, like, subscription service, like we're going to come out a certain number of times, every other year to brush off the tops or whatever. But we also install gutter sticks in the downspouts. I love gutter stick. It's fantastic. But
are you friends with that guy?
Yeah, he's great.
Tell him he needs to come to the summit. I've been trying to get a hold of him.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'll reach out. But I think what's really unique about the gutter stick, unlike a basket, the baskets, the holes are really large. I feel like once you start getting that grit and dirt, it just clogs up really fast. Yeah. And then I have clients who've had like more traditional gutter guards where that mesh is not as fine.
Right.
And they'll call us out and they're like, why are you charging more? I have gutter guards. I'm like, that's because you have stuff growing out of them and I'm going to have to uninstall them, clean them, and reinstall them. That's a lot of work. Yeah. But I find that the gutter sticks do such a good job because they go further into the gutter, like they stick out this way as opposed to just one column like this. And the number of holes that they have going all around that gutter stick really allows the water to figure out a way to get there one way or another. So we do that in combination with gutter guards sometimes, and that works really, really well. And then
surprisingly, I've never used the product. I don't know why.
It's so easy. And I'll tell you what, when people are like, you know what, I'm just not wanting to spend the money on gutter guards and they really need them because like their trees are dumping all the time. We'll be like, well, hey, if you don't want to do that, at least do this. We get them from Steve Noonan. That's the person who owns a gutter stick. We usually get them for a much more discounted price because we're selling them in large, buying it in large quantities. And then the retail he lists online for people is like $25 per stick. But we're paying like half of that. So it takes, I kid you not, like 2 minutes to install them. They're really fast. It's just such a quick upsell. And I'll tell you, it's just so nice when you're coming back because you're going to have to clean their gutters, but you're not having to clear a compacted downspout to go with it. So if you can't convince people to do the guards, That's a good one, I think.
No doubt. Yeah, tell Steve he needs to get out to the summit.
Yeah, I'll tell him. Yeah, he and his wife are just fantastic people. It's a great product.
He invented that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did invent it. I think 𝗪𝗘'𝗟𝗏's been around for, oh my gosh, I want to say at least 7 or 8 years, maybe more, because I feel like we started installing gutter sticks at least 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'd like to
said
do a
6,
podcast
7.
with him too. What's that?
I said 6, 7. Can you tell I have a teenage son? Anyway, but yeah, good product for sure. And then, maintenance wise, I think that's just a great place, especially, do you sell a maintenance package with your installs?
I do. I like to tie it to a better warranty, 'cause that way if they're not doing it, you don't have to warranty it anymore. You know?
That's what people do for landscape lighting too. So they're like, if you have us out to, maintain it once a year,
right,
you're going to have a warranty that lasts this long instead of this long.
Do you have a lot of reoccurrings on these cleanouts, or do you put them on contracts, or is it just?
So for like after doing a gutter guard install, or just gutter cleaning?
Well, just say cleaning in general. Forget the guard.
Texas is ridiculous with. I live in North Texas specifically. I don't live like desert Texas. I live in Dallas. And so we have a lot of trees, and they dump a ton every fall, every spring. It's like all the little blossom crap and all that stuff. I can barely breathe. But yeah, in general, most of them are doing twice a year gutter cleanings. We have clients who do once a year too. Those with guards are still doing generally once a year. But the nice thing is that because we have window cleaning too, and pressure washing business too, we usually do large packages for them. So one of the things we like to offer is a subscription package where they can do that and the Christmas and like build their bundle and then pay 12 installments over the course of a year.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think Christmas lights goes good with any clean out business or pressure washing business, window cleaning, gutters. Like it's because most of these businesses are slowing down at that time.
Yeah, and you already have the equipment as well, so a lot of Christmas is like, do you have the trucks? Do you have the ladder? Do you have, the guys to do it? I think it's just crazy to me that there's so many businesses that literally lay off their people in the winter and then have them come back. It's not so much of a problem for like you and I, because we're in hot places, but there's a lot of guys I know who are up north and they hit like end of October and they are done for the season for like window cleaning. And
I actually gotta create some other type of business this year for my main guy, because like he's been coming back every year. He's so loyal. I give him a nice bonus. I give him like 10 grand at the end of every season. But this year is tough because he's having a hard time keeping employment because people know that he's going to end up doing Christmas lights, at the end of the year. Yeah, so I got to create something for him. I don't know if it's going to be pressure cleaning business or window washing, but I got to do something for the guy. So.
Well, I will say, depending on where you are, pressure washing is fantastic in Florida. It's pressure wash, soft wash. There's a lot of them, of course. Window cleaning is great. If you're in a hot area, if you're in a cold area, it does slow down in the winter. But in terms of profitability per man hour, I think it's really hard to beat the pressure washing. The turnaround is really, really good on it.
I've never been interested in it, but he does it already. So he doesn't like to market it and stuff. So I could probably help him out and get it happen.
You left that little tidbit out. It's like instant, easy growth right there. He's already got the equipment. He's got the stuff. He just needs to market a little bit. And you, mister, are like super good at that.
Yeah, so it should work.
Yeah, heck yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, last chance, guys. If you want a chance to win a free ticket, comment grow now. We're getting ready to go ahead and call it quits tonight. I appreciate you coming on, Stacy. Or not.
We've got James, Juan, Grant was on, Stacy was on, we had John.
Yeah, everybody was on. So good deal. All right, Sarah. So I appreciate you coming on. And any last words?
If anyone has a wish list of what they would love to see in a gutter installation software, send me a message. You can email me at sarah@holidayhomeconcepts.com. In addition to that, if you give me your feedback, I'll give you a free trial of my softwares so you can play around with them.
That'll be awesome. We'll see you at the summit.
All right. See you guys.